Hello, welcome to the SSL-CLM Platform demo. In this module, we will talk about the Smallstep CA Certificate Authority integration. Let's get started. So at the first step, we should configure Step CA locally on this machine with the proper settings. Yeah. So as you can see, we need to create a new password file. I have already created a new file here in this area. Okay. Let's open the command prompt. Run this command to actually create a new .step.ca folder with all the initialized configuration settings here. Yeah, step C has been generated. Now we need to add a new provisioner. Let's make sure that there is no admin provisioner before. Yeah, let's add a new provisioner. Add the password which you have specified in your step C password text and add an. Let's check whether the certificate has been issued with this provisioner or not. Okay, it says to start the step C instance. Let's start it. So step C is running on 9000 port. Okay, let's run the command again. Yeah, I think the certificate has been issued. You can see here the PEM key and PEM file. Yeah, that's perfect. Now let's go ahead to create. So this admin provisioner is used to generate the certificate via the command line. Okay. Now we would require to create. We would require to configure a provisioner like CLM at the rate Q securing, which will be contain the settings like the private key and the public key JSON. So we need to copy the private key from here to SSL CLM platform in the connector config so that SSL CLM platform can invoke the REST APIs of this step CA on its behalf. Okay, let's make sure that there is no previous CLM at the rate configurer. Yeah, let's create a new CLM public key and the CLM private key. Okay, it's elliptic curve cryptography pair, and let's generate the files. So as you can see, the private key and the public key files has been generated successfully. Now let's see the content of it. So public key contains all these JWK credentials. Okay, and the private key just contain one extra parameter, that is the D. It contains the password. Now let's copy the content of it to create a connector configuration. Yeah. Also, yeah, we first need to add this CLM public key and private key in the provisioner in the step CA. Just add this. Step C has been indicated. Now let's check whether the provisioner list contain this new provisioner or not. There is admin provisioner and there is CLM provisioner. Let's restart the step C again. All right. Now we have the private key and the public key. We need to create the settings in this format for the step CA for the CLM server to invoke the step CA REST APIs. So here you can see our step base USCA step CA URL is running at this address. You can check the health status here. Yeah, the step CA is running properly. Now we can go to the configuration, connector config, create a new config. Yeah. So the CLM platform has provided you initial uh, dummy values. So let's fill it. In this provisional JWK, we need to paste the private key here. So let me just copy the content of the private key. and provisioner key ID needs to be added in this area. So copy this provisioner key. Yeah, now the setting is ready. Let's copy it. Make sure that step-CA URL is correct. HTTP step-CA locally. Yeah. Now let's go ahead to create a new server authority instance. Okay, so step-CA has been configured successfully. Now let's enroll a new certificate. Let me create a new certificate. Just go to the guided CSR, select the CA. Okay. As you can see, the certificate has been issued successfully. You can go to the inventory. You can see the certificate here as well. Okay, as you can see, this certificate has been issued by QCQ internal CA. Yeah, thank you.